now for your sports news. We're joined by NTD's Dave Martin. Dave, plenty going on right now. First, good to have you back on sports.
It's great to be back. I've been watching all these World Series games. We may as well actually talk about it now. I've been putting in all these hours sitting on the couch watching those games. So let's make it happen, all right?
Well, speaking of the World Series in baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead in the World Series after their win last night. What did you make of it?
I was just telling a coworker yesterday, it felt like the Blue Jays were outplaying the Dodgers, even though at the time the series was tied at 2 games apiece. They did it again last night, though. Dodgers bats were silenced by Blue Jays rookie pitcher Trey Yesavage. Now, he's just 22 years old, struck out 12 batters, allowed just 1 run on 3. It's made Shohei Ohtani look very silly there. You do not see Ohtani look like that very often. So anyway, here's what the 2 managers, though, said after the game.
He was pretty good. Historic stuff, you know what I mean? When you talk about that stage and his numbers, getting ahead of a lot of hitters, tons of swing and miss. It's one thing to be in the zone, and it's another thing to be in the zone and get some swing and miss. So slider and split were electric. I said it before the game. It's a different pitcher when he has his stuff. Game 1 didn't have a feel for his split, so kind of blown away at what he did.
I think that there's a fight in there. There's a compete that I think there's more in there. I know there's more in there. We've won 2 games in a row, but again, it just comes down to 1 game. So I think that we've been in a lot of elimination games, and we found a way to come to the other side, get on to the other side. So I expect Yamamoto to throw well. But, we still got to take it at bats and play, catch the baseball, convert outs. And we play a good, clean game. I feel good about our chances.
So Game 6 will be Friday night in Toronto. Game 7, if necessary, would also be in Toronto. That would be Saturday night. Blue Jays just need 1 win to win the World Series. Dodgers, the backs are against the wall. They need both games to win. So very exciting right now, too.
Lots at stake. Shifting gears to college football, though, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry said that LSU athletic director Scott Woodward would not be involved in selecting the school's next football coach. Now, this was yesterday, just days after the school fired Brian Kelly. What is the issue here?
Money. Kelly is still owed more than $50 million after his firing, which of course is a lot to have someone not coach for you. Now, Kelly had originally agreed to a 10-year, $95 million deal when LSU got him away from Notre Dame, hired him away from Notre Dame in 2021. Now, here's what Landry said, quote, "I'm tired of rewarding failure in this country and then leaving the taxpayers to foot the bill." So Landry said the LSU Board of Supervisors will assemble a selection committee to find a new coach, and that if he gets his way, Woodward, the athletic director, won't be part of it. Now, Landry also pointed out there was Woodward who gave former Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher the contract that resulted in the $76 million buyout 2 years ago, which is the largest in college football history. But it should be noted that this was a renegotiated contract that happened after Woodward left Texas A&M, though he was the one who hired him. In any case, of course, $50 million is a lot to give someone to not coach for you still. So big money going around in college athletics, but they don't like to pay coaches for not coaching, obviously.
Logical. Looking at NBA news, though, the Los Angeles Lakers officially switched their majority ownership group today in a record deal.
Yeah, the team was valued at $10 billion in this sale, according to ESPN. That's far and away the biggest ever for an NBA franchise. I think the second biggest was Boston Celtics a year ago at just over $6 billion. Now, the Lakers are being bought from the Buss family. Their late father, the late Jerry Buss, bought the Lakers, plus the LA Kings of the NHL and the LA Forum back in 1979 for just $67.5 million. So a nice return on that investment. His daughter, Jeannie Buss, has been the team's governor since Jerry passed away more than a decade ago. She will continue in that role as the Buss family continues with a 15% ownership, minority stake. Now, meanwhile, the new majority owner is billionaire businessman Mark Walter, who is already a part owner of the Lakers. Now, Walter is also already the controlling owner of the LA Dodgers, the LA Sparks WNBA team. He's also a part owner of the Chelsea Football Club of the English Premier League, among other things. So they are definitely in good hands there in Los Angeles. As if we were worried. All right. I wasn't worried.
Well, moving to NFL news, tonight's Thursday night game is between the Baltimore Ravens and Miami Dolphins. The big question is, will Lamar Jackson play?
Yes. Ravens coach John Harbaugh said Jackson is finally back after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Unfortunately, the Ravens lost 2 of those 3 games. They're now just 2-5 in the season. Now, since 2018, though, Baltimore has won nearly 70% of the games with Jackson starting at quarterback. That includes the playoffs. It's a 74-32 record. Without him, they're just 5-12, so quite a difference he makes. And with him in the lineup, they're actually 7.5-point favorites tonight, despite playing at Miami. Now, the Dolphins are struggling too, just 2-6 on the season. Game starts at 8:15 Eastern Time and will be on Amazon Prime. So be sure to get on your couch and watch that game too, all right? No World Series game tonight, Tiff.
All right, well, Dave, as always, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.